It's pretty cool. It's kind of like I'm back home making videos for the first time. Because what I'm going to be talking about today is an astral projection experience. One that I got pretty excited for. Hence the nostalgia. I ended up astral projecting to space. You see, I've done videos on the moon being yanked backwards over the surface of the moon. And I've done some videos on going through wormholes and going through black holes. But I have yet to talk about Mars. Okay. I wanted to create a list of different places that I wanted to visit in the astral plane. Places such as inside of a pyramid, or... I've already gone to purgatory. You know, I've actually gone to quite a few of them. I need to tell my story, or the stories of my astral projection adventures. This one starts off in Florida, and a lot of stuff was happening in the room which made it hard to sleep at the time. A lot of weird supernatural things, which was quite, well, distracting. And so rather than meditating, I just decided to astral project. This was actually shortly after I got stuck in my body, after playing with an exercise that I kind of surmised after a series of ayahuasca experiences. I noticed that my eyes, although they were closed, I was still able to see through my eyelids. And I started seeing? Dang it. And I started seeing stars where the ceiling should be. There we go. And if you've ever been in that situation before, it's weird because you know your eyes are closed. And yet maybe you can see just a little bit of something. So I'm looking up. I'm thinking, what about Saturn? What about some other galaxy? Should I go see some aliens? Right. Why not? But instead I decide to go to Mars. How I get there is a little different from my usual technique. I don't teleport. I don't walk through some kind of doorway which allows me to end up in another point of space. No, this time I look at the stars and I just want to be there. The space in front of me shrinks. So much so to the point where all I need to do is fly up about 10 to 20 feet. And I'm literally there above the red planet. I fold. Time and space, essentially. It's kind of like if you were to take one step into your house from your back door, and you take another step only to then exit your house through the front door. Rather than taking 40 or so steps, from the back to the front garden. I look down off to my right and I see a bunch of satellites along with a giant building. Now this building kind of looks like a prison, but it hasn't been set up to keep things... Heck, how would I know? Maybe it was keeping things in. So I want to find out what this building's all about. And so I phase through the second floor. And this is what I see. It's like a waiting room. And there's a woman there in some type of altered Nazi uniform. It's not Nazi. It's like it derived from the Nazi uniform, but the swastika isn't there. It's a black thing with like this... Should I say this on camera? With like this arrow and then a star underneath. And it's dark gray uniform with a black collar. And the women behind her have a red collar with a flat top hat. And there's a blonde to my right, the far back, and then there's a brunette at the front of the desk. And off to the left of this desk, there is what looks to be a safe. But the safe is a little different from most safes. You see, this safe is see-through. It's like it's made out of some kind of material, plexiglass, something dense. But I can see exactly, where the shelves are in this giant safe, which might as well be considered as a room, and where there are boxes of jewels. I can't see the jewels because they're confined within grey boxes. It seems to be the theme here. Floors are grey, chairs are grey, desk is grey, uniform's grey, everything's grey. But the planet's red. So I go to shift into the safe, but I can't. I just headbutt glass or plexiglass. And then she looks at me from the side. I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. How is she able to see me? I'm in my astral form. And then she cracks a little smile. She says, you can't get in there. It's warded. Like, what? It's protected from people like you. Spectres, energy beings, even interdimensional beings, aliens. Or in other words, interdimensional aliens. I said, why is that? You know, what's going on? Now, what happened next kind of confused me as to whether or not she should have shown me. If I was her boss, I probably would have fired her. But she pulled out this box. And she says, you see this device? This device, I'll tell you what it looks like in a second. This device prevents things like you from shifting into specific areas of this compound, you know, phasing through the walls, seeing what you're not allowed to see. I said, that's cool, but how come you're able to see me? And she goes, well, the device also puts out a frequency, which allows any human or denser being the ability to see intruders. Literally, it creates this weird wave, like a pulse, which allows them to see specters. And safe has also many of these boxes placed within the safe in order to allow us to see you just in case you accidentally get inside. The way that this device looked like was this octagon shape, and it had a kind of dome going on with this little circle inside, and then a bunch of, I guess, geometrical lasers? Very faint. Nothing crazy, not like a light show or a rave. But it was very obvious that this box represented the compound, and that it was connected to every area of said compound. That's it. That's it. On Mars, there is a base that houses, oh, this is what I didn't tell you, it houses objects from different parts of the galaxy, different dimensions, our dimension included. It wouldn't surprise me if the Ark of the Covenant is there. You know, because I asked her why put all of these objects in one place. She said, well, mankind and things alike are looking on their planets for these objects. What better way to make sure that they don't get their hands on these objects than by placing them off planet? And I was like, huh, it's very smart. No one's thinking about that down here. Everyone's digging holes and reading scrolls and studying scripture to find many things. So I'm Ryan James Cropper, and this is the part where I tell you guys what I got going on. I've decided to give away my Astral Projection course. Whoa. I got used to saying that. That's what I do on my page. I host giveaways every now and then. I teach it, Astral Projection, to people. You know, like you. I was doing this one-on-one, sometimes in person, most of the time via Skype. And I was doing it for a while. And I kept repeating myself. Because that's what happens when you teach a course. Over and over. It gave me the chance to put it into a video format so that someone could just watch it over and over and over again. And I created a video course, an online Astral Projection Mastery course. Now, to those of you who are long-time subscribers, this is nothing new, but what is new is that I'm changing the price so that everyone can get it. It's like a flash sale. Okay, I'm gonna change the price from where it's at right now, and I'm gonna put it down to $10. Yeah, and this is gonna stay that way for I think about a week. Jury's still out on that one. But as of this moment, you can head on over to ryancropper.com, click on online courses, and you'll find it there. Okay? Speak to you pretty soon. Good luck and have fun in the astral realm. If you can, come see me. Peace.